Forward, the Women's Collective.
Hello and welcome to our special segment, Global Spotlight. Well, it's the new year, but the problems are still old. Layoffs continue in the technology sector. Amazon, which is the largest employer in the United States, has said it will hand over pink slips to 18,000 employees. Remember, in the month of November, the expectation was that Amazon would lay off 10,000 employees. But that number is now seen a lot higher at 18,000 employees. But one point to note is that these cuts will largely impact the company's e-commerce and HR teams. It's not the traditional tech employees who are involved in digital transformation or cutting-edge research who have been handed over the pink slips. Let's move on. The other set of depressing news came in from Salesforce, another tech giant who said that they plan to cut jobs by 10% and also close some real estate offices. The company's chairman and CEO, in a letter addressed to the employees, said that as revenue accelerated through the pandemic, we hired too many people, leading into this economic downturn we are now facing, and he takes responsibility for that. Well, the move also comes as Salesforce is getting pushed by Wall Street to bolster its margins. Remember, the company has committed to 25% operating margins by calendar year 2025. And when the news broke out yesterday, you had the Salesforce stock closing higher on the back that, now that the company is reducing its employee base, its costs come down and therefore margins are likely to improve. The question right now is this considered downsizing or is this considered right-sizing, right? They had a bloated employee base, but now they don't need that many people, and therefore they're bringing their employee size right to the size that they want. So would you call it right sizing or would you call it downsizing? And another question is, why did tech companies get their hiring so wrong, right? Hiring so aggressively during the pandemic that they now need to course correct. But even as we await the answers to that, the next 2 years are expected to be challenging for the technology sector after the pandemic-fueled growth. That's the word coming in from Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. This is what he had to say in his conversation with CNBC-TV18 Shireen Pan. Listen in.
Many CEOs are now talking about having to respond to the new economic reality.